Hello, everyone. What you saw there are custom phones done for APC. Mr. Bola's campaign, the 2026-2027 campaigns. And you saw also Mrs. Remi Tinubu sharing buses to, is it youth leaders, zonal leaders, and all of that. In the meantime, they say you should go and fry akara and roast corn. They want poverty to kill you while they are there enjoying life. But I saw this thing that a question that Daily Trust posed, and which is, who is funding Remi Tinubu? I think that's a question that needs to be asked from someone who once told us that they didn't have money. She was even asking someone to borrow her money for her husband to get from however that whole rubbish that they were talking about, to all of a sudden she's donating billions and spending billions. I've always said that for every 1,000 naira that we have to use for campaign, Tinubu will use $1,000, and not of his money, but our money. Yes, our money. So this election, we must ensure that we do not make it about money. And all through the, what do you call it now? All through the primaries and co, where some people will come and say, "Oh, but you do you have money? Money is going to be out there. Look, you cannot use money because APC have your money that they will use anyhow. What we must do is to outpassion them. That is what they don't have, because many people don't want them. Citizens are tired, and you must give them candidates that they know that, yes, they can go all out for. For the presidential candidacy, thank God we have a Mr. Peter Obi, that people can go all out for with passion and stand and defend their mandate with. And that's what we need to do. My fellow citizens, we sit down here 4 years. When these people need to be re-elected, they have behaved in such rascally manner, with such audacity and temerity. What then do you think would happen when they don't need any voting back? It's going to get worse. When somebody has done something so terrible in the governance, you don't give them a second chance. You ensure that they don't come back. And you can. Because at the end of the day, no matter how it is, absolute power belongs to the people in governance. And we all must come out and ensure that we send a very clear message. You see what was done in Lagos, where the only thing that Tinubu could rig was to rig to reduce the embarrassment. That's what we have to do in Nigeria. We must ensure that we are the only rigging that they can do is to rig to reduce the embarrassment. It's not to rig to win. The last time the North gave Tinubu the numbers for him to be able to rig election. This time, the North is not with Tinubu. And they have made it very clear that this time, Tinubu has nothing that he's going to use them. So I say to you also, what is it that you are going to do right now to ensure that the disaster called Mr. Tinubu does not get back in office by whatever means? It is for you and I to do the needful. They're already putting everything in place. I heard that for you to put a billboard in Abuja, you have to pay 750 million naira. It's still doing me like this. Some states are saying 300 million, 150 million, whatever million. And I'm thinking, is it the same election that the Electoral Act provides that you're going to use how much money then to put in billboard alone? But guess what will happen? We can all become human billboards. As you see me like this, I'm going to do my Peter Obi Kwankwaso dress. I'm going to, those things that, the Lord's chosen. Those things that they used to wear. Bam. That's what I'll be wearing right now. Because I have to be a human, billboard. We don't have money that we are using 650 million. Or we'll use, maybe let's say, the way they are doing is going to cost about 3, 4, 5 billion alone for billboard. Permission, not the billboard itself. Permission to use the billboard. You understand? Permission to use the billboard alone is going to cost you billions. What I can't they do now? I turn to human billboard. That Lord chosen kind of uniform, that's what I'll be wearing now. You see me, I'm going to do them. As I wear my hijab, I'll just wear it in top. I'm sure this election must say nothing like t-shirt. Because t-shirt, you use it, you have to wear it, you can't use it again. This one, you just use it, you fold it, to put it in your pocket. Me, I'll be wearing my own. For the next up to election, I'm going to call my tailor to do. Then I have Peter Obi Kwankwaso, campaign and everything. Our campaign starts on the 19th. No wahala. We get down to work, we get doing. Because if those people say they are mad, we got to show them that we are madder. If they say they no get sense, they no get head, we go tell them, say nobody normal for Nigeria, everybody get bed for psychiatric hospital. We can't afford to sit down and now let these people, continue with the nonsense that they are doing in this country. Nigeria belongs to every one of us. No Nigerian is more Nigerian than any Nigerian. And we must ensure we are not allowing anybody to do anyhow with our country. And I say to every citizen, this is your time. This is the time for you to stand up. You see that fear that has held you back? It's going worsen, especially the young people. Most times you see that and you say, oh, the older generation have failed. Yes, we failed. Some are above or failed. But we tried our best. The thing is that we didn't push through. We sit down and forgot the political side. That's why we're suffering today. 1999 was where we made, 1998 was where we made the mistake. And you can correct that mistake. If you allow these people continue and hand over power to their children are more evil than their parents. Their children they don't have empathy. These children don't know what poverty is. They are used to rolling on Nigerians' money. They are educated. Some of them Ivy League education. They know social media. They know IT and all of that. Or they can pay for it. They will be more ruthless than their parents. What you must never allow is for these despicable rulers that we currently have to hand over to their children. Because then every one of us is going to be affected. So I say to you, my brothers and sisters, stand up. Let us fight for our lives and fight for the soul of Nigeria. Thank you.